Good evening, Emma Rebelato with ABC News. South Australian MPs, public servants and police officers accused of deceiving and defrauding the public purse are now able to have their legal fees paid in full by taxpayers, even if they're ultimately convicted and jailed. The new policy was part of a controversial law change to strip powers from the state's ICAC, which passed unanimously through Parliament last year. The decision has some integrity experts baffled, and the ABC can reveal the new policy is already having a significant financial cost. Patrick Martin has this exclusive report.
Yorke Peninsula MP Fraser Ellis is due to face trial next month on charges he fraudulently claimed $18,000 worth of a taxpayer-funded allowance.
Plead not guilty and I'm looking forward to clearing my name.
Mount Gambier MP Troy Bell is also set to fight charges of defrauding taxpayers of $52,000 under the same scheme. He strenuously denies the charges. Both MPs will be entitled to charge taxpayers for their legal bills, whether or not they're found guilty.
The public in Adelaide should be outraged by this development.
The MPs are free to claim the cash because they're charged with deception, something no longer within the ICAC's definition of corruption. The change made during a controversial overhaul of the state's ICAC, which passed Parliament unanimously in September.
Those of the opinion say aye, against say no, it's carried the clerk.
Before the law changed, politicians and public servants under ICAC scrutiny were only entitled to have their legal costs paid if no material adverse finding was made against them. The ICAC Commissioner, Anne Vanstone, has questioned the public interest in reimbursing public officers who are convicted going forward. Hers isn't the only legal mind left baffled.
A politician could be caught out, defended, be found guilty, and be the subject of scathing observations by a magistrate, and then still recover his or her costs for having unsuccessfully defended the matter. That's crazy.
The major parties who both supported the changes cannot explain why they did.
I'd want to seek advice on that just to understand exactly what those circumstances are.
The legislation is what it is and it's set the threshold where it has, and I think we just need to see that working its way through.
The ABC can reveal the change is already having a significant financial impact. From 2018 until 2020, the government spent less than $300,000 each year reimbursing the legal fees of public officers under ICAC investigation. But last financial year, it spent $1.6 million, with much of the money spent covering the costs of failed prosecutions against several police officers accused of theft.
And reporter Patrick Martin joins us. Pat, what happens now with this situation?
Emma, these laws have been contentious ever since they were passed, and now with the state's anti-corruption watchdog and one of Australia's preeminent legal minds saying they allow people found guilty of some offences to charge taxpayers their legal fees, a review will take place. South Australia's top lawmaker, Kaya Ma, says it's unlikely the law would allow such repayments, but after the ABC's report, the Attorney-General says his department will review the rules to try to clarify an incredibly complex and messy situation. It's unclear how long that process will take. So, Emma, watch this space.
Thanks, Pat. Patrick Martin there. The state government